I want you to think of 3 women you love dearly, 3 women who have made an impact on your life, 3 women who inspire you. Got them? Okay. Statistically, one of them has experienced domestic violence in their lifetime. Domestic violence is a problem that slips through the cracks of our society. The very nature of this issue is being invisible, silent, dark. This year alone, 10 million Americans will struggle with domestic violence and will be hurt by somebody they love. So this begs the question, how do you bring something out of the dark? Well, you turn the light on. Today, I am joined by Kelly O'Horo, licensed professional counselor, who's going to share with us the psychological perspective of domestic violence.
What that might look like, from an early perspective is if I'm really jumpy or if I'm, shut down because of fear or shame, things like that end up creating prolonged stress in our body. The cortisol and the adrenal response ends up high when I'm constantly nervous about the safety in my surroundings. And if you think about the simplicity of our brain in how we are hardwired, if I'm busy trying to decide if I'm safe, if I've eaten, if my surroundings are safe, I'm not learning my algebra or my reading or my, the other phonics, because it doesn't matter if I'm not safe.
Today we are joined by Raquel Wind, who is a Strategic Initiatives Manager for the City of Phoenix, and she's going to share with us a little bit today about her work in the domestic violence space.
I oversee the Paint Phoenix Purple campaign, which exists to shine a light on a dark issue that is domestic violence. You may often hear, why didn't they just leave? It's her fault, she just stayed. This is the 5th time it's happened. At this point, they're asking for it. And none of that is true. I think that one of the biggest misconceptions of domestic violence is that it's only physical, but it's not. Abuse doesn't always leave physical scars and bruises. Domestic violence can also be emotional or psychological. It can be financial, digital or technological, sexual. It's not our job as a society to judge them. It's our job to help and give resources.
Dan is an attorney for the organization Defenders of Children.
I'm a staff attorney at Defenders of Children. We provide pro bono representation largely to victims of domestic violence in the family law and protective order context. Domestic violence happens in the dark a lot, and a lot of the time for victims it's really hard to talk about your abuse, especially in court when you have to get up and confront your abuser and say that you abused me in these settings while they're there. Hearing stories from victims is a great way to get people to think, there must be something more I can do about this.
I am so thankful to the 3 experts who came in today and shared their really important perspectives on how they turn the light on the problem of domestic violence. I've spent the vast majority of this video talking about domestic violence, and now I want to talk directly to the people who live it every single day. We live in a broken world where hurt people, and a lot of us deserve apologies that we're never going to hear. So on behalf of our very broken world, I wanted to look all of you directly in the eye and say, I am so sorry. I am so sorry for what's been done to you. And I am so sorry for what you've experienced. I want to tell you that it wasn't your fault. And I want to tell you that you didn't deserve a single second of it. You are worth more than the hurtful words that play in your ear, even when they're not there. You are worth more than the physical pain you have had to endure. And I've been there. I was really hurt by somebody in my family. I want to tell you that you are worth more than any and every other kind of abuse or domestic violence. And most importantly, I want to tell you that you are so unbelievably loved. But if right now all you can see is darkness, I want you to come back to this video and know that I left the light on for you.